I just finished Fallout New Vegas for the first time in the big 2026, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think I kind of like Fallout 4 a little bit more. Now, before y'all just completely come like dogpile on me, I've already had people on my TikTok since I put this out kind of come at me from both directions, and I'm gonna kind of explain where I'm coming at. I also want to get this out of the gate just right here. I still really liked New Vegas. I really enjoyed New Vegas. I thought it was a really good time. I enjoyed the, I think, probably 20 to 25 hour playthrough that I did. I went with the independent New Vegas ending, so I wiped out the Legion. I wiped out the NCR. I got rid of Mr. House, all of that. And I think one of the big reasons New Vegas is so well regarded, even all these years later, there's multiple factors. The vibe is immaculate. It's so good. There's not really anything like it, and the rumors of a potential remake, remaster, I think would just only heighten that. But I think the big thing with New Vegas is the RPG elements, the way that you can kind of do whatever you want and influence any of the factions and work with them and go this way or work with this and just have such an overarching like influence over the events that are going on is something that you don't see quite to that extent even now. I mean, we've had games like The Witcher 3, which is also incredibly in-depth when it comes to its RPG mechanics, and several other games as well, but Witcher 3 is the one that really sticks out in my mind when I'm thinking of like in-depth RPG kind of gameplay. And I think that's the huge thing with New Vegas. New Vegas is probably first and foremost an RPG. On the other hand, looking at Fallout 4, that is not its main focus. Not really at all. Like, yes, you do have some things you can influence, factions you can side with, but you're not really changing a lot beyond that. Like, other than like, oh, your companion doesn't like you as much anymore, so now you can't romance them as much. Stuff like that, but it doesn't get much further than that. It's arguably, and people have said this before, more of a looter shooter than it is an RPG. And as someone who tends to prefer less, not that I have anything wrong with RPG stuff, I've never gravitated towards those mechanics as much. I enjoy them at times, I can appreciate them, and I think this is where it really comes down to more of a preference. And I feel like I need to stress that enough. Preference, more than I necessarily think New Vegas is a worse game than Fallout 4. In a lot of ways, I would argue New Vegas is significantly better than Fallout 4. My ideal Fallout game would be to combine the in-depth RPG mechanics of a New Vegas, where you have so much freedom with what you can do, and the much more streamlined, just better gunplay, moment-to-moment gameplay in Fallout 4 that just feels more modern. Yes, it is a newer game. It's almost 11 years old, but even still, just mechanically is... I'm so sorry, New Vegas fans. Fallout 4 is a significant mechanical upgrade from New Vegas. It just is. I will go... In Fallout 4, I'll go back and forth between just like free aiming and VATS. In New Vegas, there was almost no time I was not using VATS. Just because I felt like the gunplay, just free aiming in that game was just so jank. It was so, at times, very not accurate, or felt like it wasn't very accurate. Whereas that's not always the case in Fallout 4. Fallout 4 just plays better. It's smoother. It feels better to play in the moment-to-moment gameplay. And I think for me, when it comes to open world games, I do kind of prioritize that, like, hands-off, which New Vegas is as well, don't get me wrong, but Fallout 4, I feel like more so incentivizes you to just kind of go out and loot, explore, see what you find out in the world, whereas New Vegas is like, go out and converse, go out and meet people and build connections, work on your standings with the different factions you want to side with. And I think both of those are totally valid gameplay loops. It's just really, in my opinion, it comes down to what do you prefer. And I think for me, I do prefer the more streamlined, just moment-to-moment gameplay and combat of Fallout 4, as opposed to some of the more RPG-heavy stuff in New Vegas, which is significantly better than 4, but 4 also just plays significantly better when it comes to combat. And it really does come down to which do you prefer as a gamer. Which one do you like more? And I almost feel like it's difficult to compare the two games because they do focus on different elements so much. It's like, well, these are just different kinds of games. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities there, but at the same time, there's so many differences. They're just different. And it's understandable why people then came from like a Fallout New Vegas into Fallout 4 and were disappointed with how much it stripped back those RPG mechanics. Whereas me, my first Fallout game was Fallout 4. I've put probably well over 200 hours in that game over the course of PS4, PS5, and Xbox consoles. Like between those three, I've probably put over 200 hours in the game. And I find myself going back to that one a lot. I don't know how often I'll go back to New Vegas. And I'm very interested in what a potential remaster remake for New Vegas might look like. Allegedly, that's in the works. We'll see. But we know at least probably Fallout 3 is coming within hopefully the next year or so. All of that being said, I think New Vegas is a incredible game. It's a great game. But if I'm sitting down and choosing which one do I want to spend the next hour, 2 hours playing through, I'm probably going to pick Fallout 4. And again, it just comes back to the mechanics of 4 that I just enjoy more in the moment to moment as opposed to New Vegas. And yeah, I mean, New Vegas is riddled with bugs, and there was a point where I lost 2 hours of gameplay because I had a corrupted save file on Xbox. But I'm not gonna act like I haven't had crashes in Fallout 4 or Skyrim or even the Oblivion remaster before either. Unfortunately, some of that's just a Bethesda thing, and while I don't think we should accept it, it is just kind of par for the course, unfortunately, with their games. So I've been doing this big back and forth comparison between Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, and why I do kind of tend to prefer Fallout 4 a little bit more. But I do think New Vegas is an incredibly strong game. Obviously, it stood the test of time. I mean, to this day, people, it is one of those games that's up there in gaming discourse in terms of people wanting literally anything from it, next to a Bloodborne, next to a Half-Life 3. Like, that is the tier that New Vegas is in. And after finishing the game, I understand, like, it is an incredibly well-made game, and it is baffling that a game with this much depth was able to be produced in 18 months back in the day. Like, that's incredible. That is amazing. But I feel like I can't glaze that part of New Vegas enough. So yeah, I mean, I can't recommend it enough. If you really do love the Fallout universe, maybe you came in through the TV show, maybe you came in through through Fallout 4 or even Fallout 76, which is a game I couldn't get into. I've played it before. It wasn't for me, but I do recommend it. Unfortunately, it's only available natively on Xbox Series X. You can game stream it on PlayStation. I just wouldn't recommend that. I did attempt that at one point. Too laggy, too buggy, too few frames for me. I'm pretty sure Series X, it is a solid like 60 FPS. So get it there. I mean, I bought it for like $4 on Xbox if you got one, and of course PC. And that's where you can do all the mods and stuff for that as well. But, you know, if I'm giving a rating to New Vegas, it's getting like an 8.5. Like, it was a very good game. I feel like I'm like 2 for 2 this year because I back in January I finished Metal Gear 5, The Phantom Pain, and now I'm finishing New Vegas. Like, I'm on a generational run right now, and both games I thoroughly enjoyed. So I highly recommend New Vegas. But again, for me personally, I do prefer the gameplay of Fallout 4, and there's just more. The world's significantly bigger. There's more to poke around in, explore. different nooks and crannies. And that's what I love about just Bethesda games in general, and why I never latched on to like a Starfield, because of the lack of just one big map that you can just go wherever in and just find stuff. And you just don't have that in a Starfield. And you do have that in New Vegas, but obviously it's a smaller map. There's not as much there. And like I said, I do think that game kind of prioritizes more of the RPG stuff and less of the, as people say, looter shooter kind of mechanics of the Fallout 4 game. But New Vegas is definitely making it into probably my top 20 for sure. And yeah, I thought it was great. I'm so glad I finally, after years, it was my third attempt, but I finally got into it. It finally clicked, and I can say I've at least done one playthrough. And maybe at some point in the future I do another one where I side with maybe the NCR, or maybe I go crazy, I side with the Legion. But all of that being said, give New Vegas a try. Even, you know what, how many years? When did it come out? 2010. So we're like 16 years later. That's crazy. Give it a try. If you like Fallout, you like the show, you like the game, like Fallout 4 or whatever, like, you know, it definitely wouldn't hurt. And that's just kind of another angle to that universe to get into. Plus the music's great. The soundtrack, just listening to it while you're playing, and just all the great songs that they picked for that game, I thought was really good. So all that said, thanks for watching. Hopefully people don't jump me too hard in the comments on this one, but I did really enjoy this game, and I'm just kind of holding out for that Fallout 3 remake or remaster. But who knows, I may jump into the original Fallout 3. We'll see. But if you like the video, you don't hate me too much after this, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, go follow me over on TikTok. I make short form content where I talk about a lot of this, as well as just make funny posts over there about video games. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video.